Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. So I got a box from Kai USA, and I got an email, I didn't really, reach out. They usually just send stuff, right? So I just assumed it was going to be multiple Kershaws. It's very rare that they send me a ZT, but they have come out with a couple of models here recently. So I figured, if there's more new stuff, then they'll send it. And to my surprise, there was a new ZT box inside of the box, which is always very intriguing. I was not aware of any new model or any announcement or anything. So I have not looked inside of this box yet. I don't know anything about it. Today's video is simply an unboxing and first impressions. I'm going to share that initial reaction with you. I'm trying to time this video to right about when this releases. So presumably, if you're watching this video on the day that I uploaded it, it should be available. So I'll link it down in the description of this video. It does help my channel and use those links, but that's up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Thanks to Kai USA for sending this in. Somewhat heavy. It does not feel like a small knife, which is good because, we had a few too many of those from ZT. It is not a small knife. What are you? Is this open? It's not open. We have to open it. What are you? What are you? Whoa! Ooh, boy. It's a burly guy. It's got that cool kind of, like it's on the 0308, like the alligator style texture. What is this? Is this it's a crossbar lock, but hold on. Duralock. So it's a ZT crossbar lock, right? Surely with Omega springs, almost certainly, I would assume. Huge thumb studs. This is much closer to a return to form ZT. That's what this feels like. Pocket clip, fine. That's kind of thin, but it's fine. Ambi, yes. Okay. This feels like a ZT. This feels like a ZT. What's a blade steel? CBM M4. This is a ZT. Oh, man. Yes. How big is this thing? Sorry. I realized what I said after I said it. Look at that blade shape. 9 1/4. Big boy. 4 1/8. 3.85. This is a big knife. This is a ZT, guys. This feels like a ZT. Ooh, almost certainly running on Omega springs. That's what that feels like. It'd have to. I kind of not incredibly high tension springs. Is this? Hold on. What is it? What are you running on there, big guy? It almost feels like washers. Hold on. Is this on washers? Oh, hold on a sec. How do we get into the pivot? Oh, you have to grab here and turn. So this is a bolt. It goes all the way through. This really is return. Listen, that's slightly annoying, but that's very ZT. That's a very ZT thing to do. So I feel like they're starting to show us that they were listening, right? Some people are going to love this and some of them aren't. But this is a ZT crossbar lock. Look how they do the little tabs here. Yeah. Big burly crossbar lock. That is cool. I bet we have about 155 thousandths on that, but the ergonomics feel really good. Where are my calipers? Well, oh, they're there. Bet you anything. It's got that ZT 155. Almost certainly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do like those thumb studs. I feel like this is on washers. I think it is. I want to take it apart. I am, truthfully, I am a little irritated that we have this. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but in order to turn that, you're going to have to get little grips and, I suppose I could do it with a multi-tool. But I'm kind of distracted by the fact that this is not an ultra lightweight 7.5-inch little minimal EDC whatever, right? It is a basic build in terms of like everything else. I mean, we have textured. It's nice, but it's G10 on top of steel, not titanium. There's no way. Here, yeah. So we got a basic pocket clip. We have steel. We have G10, and we've got M4. So this is a big knife, and it is nice. It could easily be built, and they could throw Kershaw on the blade. So I'm hoping they are very responsible with their pricing. This is a USA-made knife, right? And it's a ZT. These tend to be made a little bit. They tend to feel a little more solid. Feel like there's a little bit extra goes into it, but I'm not seeing anything here that's going to justify an absolutely ridiculous price tag, so I'm hoping that they keep it reasonable. It is cool, and it does feel extremely durable. I would love to find out that is actually on washers. A lot of people, and they tend to be newer people, will say, for that much money, it should be bearings, and if that's you, or you've said that before, or you're thinking about saying it, let me tell you why that's wrong. Bearings, washers, and nylon, all of that, those simple pivot systems are not exclusive to certain price tiers. You can get incredibly inexpensive knives that operate on bearings. One of the most expensive knives that I own runs on washers. It is simply a preference in terms of action, and it dictates the functionality of the knife in various environments. So an advantage, for example, an advantage for bearings, generally speaking, better action, assuming the tolerances are correct. Better feeling of action, better feeling of pivot action, right? Might be a little easier to deploy for some people, again, depending on the number of elements. Washers, not usually as smooth as bearings, but superior in dirty, dusty, gritty environments because, number one, they are self-lubricating. Number two, they keep that stuff out of the pivot. Bearings will fail in certain environments because they just get too gritty and gunked up, right? So that is fully preference of function and feel. It has nothing to do with specific price points. A lot of people, myself included, if you can get them done correctly, if you can get the action close enough, right? I would prefer washers. I don't prefer washers when you can't get everything else right and the action feels too tight. But if you can get it like this, or like how Benchmade does their washers, super smooth action, oh yeah, I'll take washers because they're superior in terms of functionality. Or just keeping it, like I can kind of beat it up and throw it around and let it get dirty. I don't have to worry too much about stuff getting in the pivot. Realistically, though, even if it was on bearings, you could just blow it out with compressed air. You just don't have to do that with stuff like this. Anyway, sorry, we're getting way sidetracked. How much does this weigh? Real quick. Weight on this knife coming in at, it's a big boy, 6.5 ounces. Shouldn't be too surprised there, given that it is 9.25 inches. And all of that steel inside underneath the scales here. So very cool, straightforward construction. Just a couple of screws on each side, and then a super duper heavy duty pivot. I just really wish we had a standard pivot barrel and big Torx head pivot. Just make it a little bit easier on those of us who want to adjust it or disassemble it. But outside of that, this is very cool, and it is one of the first releases from ZT in a long time that actually feels like a ZT. The 0308 probably being, I mean, they had some kind of in-between stuff here recently with the button lock and the automatic. It felt pretty good. But the last knife that really felt like a ZT was the 0308, and that released years ago. So this is definitely in that territory. That's going to be it today. You can expect a full review of this knife down the road. As of the time of this recording, I do not know the price, but if by the time that it's uploaded in public, the link for this will be in the description, so you'll be able to go and check out the price tag. That's confusing to some people, but I get this stuff early and then release it when the knife actually comes out. Does that make sense? So, anyways, that's going to be it. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoy this video, please leave it a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.